Browns versus Titans. This is going to be a really interesting game because the Browns obviously are not a very good team, but they do have an outstanding defense. When they have played bad teams, that defense is eating them alive, namely the Dolphins and the Raiders. The defense has been able to absolutely terrorize and dominate those teams. The offense has been able to do just enough, and they've been able to win those games. I know the Dolphins, they scored a lot of points, but a lot of those, the defense giving them those opportunities. But regardless, they've played really well against other teams that are at the same level. Like you'd think, okay, 2-win team plays a 2-win team, they're going to cancel each other out, it'll be a tight game. But no, because the Browns actually have an elite defense. And that elite defense seems to have been dominating their other team's poor offense and allowing our offense to do just enough. What's your expectations going into this game overall? Those are my feelings. But
for the first time, I feel confident in a Browns win, and not just that, I feel confident in a Browns beatdown. Like, I think it's going to be a beatdown. Cam Ward is just not that good. Keep in mind, there will probably be a 1-2-2, probably one really great play where he will smoke this defense, because Cam Ward is an exceptional athlete with exceptional arm talent. And he occasionally has these just wow plays, which is why he was taken number 1 overall. He was always going to be a project. So we'll have to see how things go as he gets his time in the league and as time goes on, and what does he do. He's going to be a project. What you're looking for is to see an improvement a la Josh Allen. It took him a few years to really be that guy. So you're really looking as like, okay, we see some flashes. That's wonderful, but not great. Okay, next year, let's get you a few weapons, like 1 or 2 decent weapons.
Yeah.
And let's see what you do. Do you take a step up, and then maybe 3rd or 4th year you start to hope for, that number 1 pick type performance. But the point is, right now he is where he is in his rookie year. And the way he is right now is typically you get 1 or 2 wow moments. And usually when he does his wow moment, you can be a great defense. It don't matter. Like, he is running, he's fast, he's quick, and he's just launching it to wherever he wants, and it goes there. And he's just got phenomenal arm talent. So keep in mind, you'll probably get 1 or 2 of those. But for the most part, he's not that good. To put it in perspective, Browns quarterbacks for the year are 2,100 passing yards, 2,150, and he's a little over 2,300 passing yards. So very...
Yeah, we know how bad the Browns quarterbacking has been. Yeah,
not
pretty
a
much
similar
the same
performance to what the Browns' total QB passing yardage is for the year.
And their top receiver had what? Who was their top receiver?
Yards. Okonkwo?
I cannot remember.
Chigi Okonkwo, I think it is.
Okonkwo, yeah.
And I apologize to the gentleman because I'm probably saying his name quite a bit. Probably messed up somewhere in there.
Probably. That's what
and that was not intentional.
I just let you do it. But yeah, what is he at? About 400 yards in the season.
Just a little over 400.
That's their top receiver.
It was 406.
Browns top receivers, Harold Fannin.
It's a little over 500.
Yeah, a little over 500 yards. So offenses, statistics-wise, are fairly similar, but I think the defense is where you're really going to see that difference.
But the run game, Pollard's the lead rusher, a little over 500 yards, whereas Judkins is 750, which has been remarkable considering in some of those games you saw he had nowhere to go.
Some of those games he would get like 6 carries, it felt like.
You got to think a lot more, and like he's come back on, and so Judkins has looked, and he didn't start the year.
No, I know.
So, he's looked really strong.
I would expect, honestly, from him this week, I'm looking for him to have a 90-yard game. And
I wonder if he's going to get Offensive Rookie of the Year. McMillan has slowed down a little bit. Part of it's not his fault. It's really Bryce Young. It's just Bryce Young. But so he slowed down a little bit, and that might leave a room open if Judkins has a stretch down
here. Yeah. If he's pulling off like 90, 100 yards every game for the rest of the year.
He said 750.
No, he'll finish with over 1,000 if he keeps this up.
He could hit over 1,000. And if he hits over 1,000, and Ted's slowed down to 13th now because, there's just some games are slower.
Yeah.
He ends up being somewhere more in the middle. Might be Judkins. Quarterbacks aren't putting up much. Jackson Dart got injured.
That would be...
Cam Ward's playing poorly.
I can't think of anything crazier than if the Browns win Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, and Defensive Player of the Year and win 4 games.
Like 4 games, yeah. But think about it. Who else is Offensive Rookie of the Year?
No, I know what you... I know when you said that, I was rusher. I don't know, but...
Ted McMillan's the only guy, but because Bryce...
He's already leading the running backs, is the point, right?
Yeah.
And he hasn't even been that good, so if he's able to get he's been good, but he hasn't even gotten that many real opportunities because of how poorly the offense often is.
Yeah.
But if he continues to pull off, a string of 90, 100-yard games, get some more touchdowns...
If Dart had played more and Neighbors was healthy, I think it probably would have been Dart.
Yeah.
Which was my prediction. But at the end of the day, he's not healthy. Neighbors wasn't healthy. And then he got injured. And he's out. So that's over. And if you look at quarterbacks, Cam Ward's not doing it.
Yeah.
You don't have a rookie who's really making that splash at quarterback. So you're left with receivers and running backs. Receivers, and that's it. Ibuka's making some plays, but I don't think he's going for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
And so at this point, you basically look at those two. I think Judkins is a strong consideration.
Yeah.
For Rookie of the Year. Different conversation, but I expect him to still have some success against his Titans team.
Yeah.
Titans, your big worry is Jeff Simmons.
Yes.
The defensive tackle. He is a monster.
Yeah,
and he will cause some problems.
Guy for a long time in the league.
We do have a good interior, so that's nice. It's better than having a good defensive end.
Yeah. That's always been the strength of this team, of this offensive
Yeah.
line, has always been that interior, that center guard combos.
But while you may not see sacks, what is interesting if he's still constantly disruptive, because that's interior disruption.
Yeah.
So that could create a little bit of uncomfortable situation for Shadeur.
Yeah.
So if you see a few of those plays, might be interesting on a grading standpoint as to what happens in those plays, if that does happen. So that'll be something to keep in mind. But for the most part, the Titans just aren't a good team.
Yeah.
They're just not a good team. And so you'll probably get opportunities. You'll have the run game. I think you'll be in control. I think the defense is going to absolutely dominate. So hopefully special teams doesn't just gift them up something too much.
Yeah.
And in that case, I expect the Browns to win. I would put them probably, I'm actually going to say 28-7 Browns. Like, I think it's going to be a beatdown.
28-7. That is a very, I would say that's
I think the defense is going to all but score a few times. Like, you know what I mean? Either score or all but score.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's part of the reason. And I think that run game is going to, I think it's going to wear on them. I think we're going to be the ones getting the time of possession.
Yeah.
And by the end of the game, I think the run game is just going to be gashing them.
Yeah.
And so I think, and then you get a few open coverage busts on play actions. And so I think over time, it'll just start to really stack up.
Yeah. I mean, I had a big prediction this week. I thought, I was like, man, I'm being a little bold here. Browns, I'm predicting the Browns are going to win this game 24-13. I do think that, like you're saying, I do think Cam Ward is going to have a play or two. I do think, unfortunately, the offense may gift them something here. Like, yes, the defense might be good, but if they throw a pick in the wrong spot and their offense goes 20 yards, they might end up with a field goal. The special teams does what they do again. They might end up getting some points just from that. So I'm giving them.
But do you think they're going to be pressured? Because it looks like this offense. Well, I understand what you're saying normally, but this offense seems to be built around the idea of we're not going to really ask them to do too much. We're going to pick our spots.
So yeah, but it can happen anyway.
It can, but the way he played this week makes me think that if he isn't tested, then it'll be okay. Yeah. And the Titans aren't really a team that's going to make you do much.
What I've seen from the Browns is it's difficult for me to put my finger on exactly what's going to happen because I'm not a prophet, but I feel that based off what I've seen from these Browns, they have a way of just handing things to teams, and whether it's the special teams or whether it's an interception or some other boneheaded weird decision like a penalty in all the wrong spots or something just odd, I think they're going to have one of those types of moves that's going to gift them some points, and then I think they're going to get some points genuinely on their own. And I think that's going to leave them at around 13 points. The Browns are going to have about 24. Again, that's my prediction. Let's get into some personal stuff here. How's your mother doing? No, I'm kidding. Personal stuff, players, we like to do a little bit of over-under. I don't know. I enjoy this part of the episode. I think it's always interesting to discuss and also see where we're right. Last week we were wrong about Judkins. We took the under on him.
We were right about Judy.
We were right about Judy, definitely. We were right about Fannin. I said anyone over 45 yards or so, 40 yards or something. Nobody really went over that. So we were kind of definitely correct about the offense. When it comes to Judkins,
had a few tackles, depending if you're going combined and assists or just semi-tackles.
Judkins in this game.
5 and 5 in the assists and the regular ones.
Judkins in this game, 80 yards, over under.
I would take over.
Yes.
I don't think they're that good. The offensive line is blocking better, and I think he'll get a lot of carries.
Yeah. I think Quinton Judkins in this game has 88 yards and a touchdown. That's what I think he's going to have.
Yeah, I'm going 93-2.
I'm not even going to talk about Jerry Jeudy.
You got to go for the in-between, right?
Yeah,
so I'm going 93-2.
Yeah.
2 tutties.
I'm not even going to talk about Jerry Jeudy. We're not going to make any predictions on him. But Myles Garrett is on, not just is he on Defensive Player of the Year watch. I mean, right now he's got that locked up right now. As long as he's
What's he at, 19, right?
He's at 19 sacks for the season. He got his 1 against the Niners, which was important just to kind of keep pace for that 25 sack mark. But he's not just on Defensive Player of the Year watch, but he is on pace right now. This isn't like, hey, if he has a really great couple games, I mean, he does need those great couple games, but he is on pace right now to break the all-time sacks in the season record, which is 22 and a half, which I believe 2 guys are tied for right now. Right now he's got 19 sacks.
TJ, which is the annoying part.
Which is
TJ.
TJ Watt, I know.
But and he needs Warren Sapp.
Yeah. He needs 4 more sacks to break the all-time record. Yeah. Right now he's on pace for, I think, 27 sacks or something like that. 25 or 26 sacks is what he's on pace for. So we'll see what happens with that. But, against the Niners, we're like, all right, he might get 1, but this will probably be like an off game, so to speak.
Because we said they're going to game plan around.
Yeah, and he was still good. Like, he still got pressure. He still created some hurries. But
like we said, like, they're too well coached and they're too well managed from the quarterback position to give up a lot of sacks to Myles.
But the Titans
are not
that team. And it really, really makes you wonder, Myles Garrett's going to be very motivated because he knows that this is a game for him there. He could potentially really rack up some numbers.
Yeah.
And this is a crazy thing to ask. Because really for a defensive player, a top-line defensive player, the over-under you should be asking is 1. You know what I mean? Is he going to get 1.5, something like that? That's what the over-under should be, if not even just half a sack, right? 0.5 over-under, half a sack. But for Myles Garrett in this game, man, it really makes me wonder, 1.5?
I'm over.
I'm going to say over. I think he's going to get 2 sacks.
I would not be surprised if he got 3, but I wouldn't bet on 3.
I wouldn't bet on 3, but I would bet on 2.
I would bet on 2, because Cam Ward loves to run around. He's not a
He's going to hold the ball a little bit more.
He's not a high-level processor. He's athletic, but he loves to run. And athleticism is not the problem for Myles. So
exactly. This really feels like the game. Myles Garrett, 2 sacks.
I see multiple, and not to peek too far ahead, but we're playing the Bears next week. And the Bears are well managed and everything, but he has some moments. So there'll be some opportunities.
He likes to run around, which again is fine.
Some opportunities.
But like,
but this
might
week,
give you a little bit more opportunities.
This week, I wouldn't be shocked if you see 3. Because
there was a player 2 against the Niners.
I think he knows too that not every week is going to give you these kind of opportunities.
Yeah.
And I think you might see a little extra oomph because there will be a short week in there somewhere. Everybody knows it. But if you go out there and get 3 and you're at 22, you're going to hit it in the next couple of games.
Exactly.
So, I expect 2 out of him. I actually expect 2.
Yeah, which is really insane to say. But he's on an otherworldly tear because, again, even in that Niners game, it's not like he had an off game per se, really.
No,
he was still quite dominant.
They could just manage around it,
Yeah, exactly. They were double teaming him every single play. He was still getting a lot of pressure. There were a couple plays where he got there, actually. He did enough to get the sack, but they got rid of it before he was able to get there.
That's what I mean. Like, they're going to game plan for that.
Yeah, exactly.
And they played away from a good enough processor to get it out. You know what I mean? So, like...
Exactly.
He's a manager, so, like, you're not going to get that same...
Yeah, but interesting. This week, we both have big predictions. I think this is the first week of the season. I think. I might be wrong, but I think this is the first week of the season that we are both predicting a win. Oh, no, the Jets. I think we both thought they were going to beat the Jets.
Yeah, then we lost.
Yeah, then we right. I remember after that game, that's when I lost all hope after that game. I think after that game, I was like, man, this season is going to be rough. They can't even beat the Jets.
Oh, and then lastly, we got to throw out Shadeur, I guess, right?
Oh, yeah, Shadeur Sanders. Yeah, what's your stat line prediction? We were doing stat line predictions for him every week. What did we predict? Going into this game, we said like 140. I think I said, oh, God, I think I said 140. I think I said 1 touchdown, 2 picks. I think is what I thought. He did not do that. He did better, but... I mean, I think this week against the Titans, I actually think
I think that's something pretty good. I think I said like 125, 130.
I think he could have 180.
2 picks and like a touchdown, I think is what I said too. And then he ended up not throwing the picks. He threw a touchdown, threw 149. So like, but also some of that was garbage time.
Yeah, sure.
So, I mean, the yardage wasn't too far off.
Going to this game, what do you got him? I got him at 180 and a touchdown. I think he's going to be able to get some yards against the Titans.
I'm gonna go with a $160 and a touchdown.
Touchdown, no picks.
No picks.
No picks.
He could always throw one, but I think it'll be very low pressure. I'm going with a $160 because, you know, he got some yards in garbage time.
Yeah,
and one of them was also his ball. His arm was hit and it was completed. So I don't know if that was even really a completion or not.
Yeah,
his yardage was kind of low, so like he doesn't tend to throw for a ton. So even though, because also like they want to protect, so if they got a lead, like I just feel like they're just gonna run it for the most part.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go low on that passing yardage.
Okay, well you heard it here first. Bet your life savings on it.